Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're tackling Eliyahu M. Goldratt's classic business novel, The Goal, the book that introduced the theory of constraints, or TOC, and honestly, it revolutionized manufacturing, project management, and even personal productivity. Told through the story of plant manager Alex Rogo, The Goal shows how focusing on one thing, the system's constraint, can really skyrocket throughput and profits. Over the next 5 minutes, we'll break Goldratt's lessons into clear, actionable steps you can use in any organization or workflow. So let's get started. Alex learns that a business's true goal isn't maximum efficiency. It's making money now and in the future. Translation: you want to prioritize throughput, which means sales you actually ship, while controlling inventory and operating expense. Write today's to-do list, then circle only tasks that increase sales throughput or directly cut inventory or expense. Start there. Goldratt reduces every metric to 3 levers: throughput, or T, which is money coming in per time; inventory, or I, which is money tied up in things you plan to sell; and operating expense, or OE, which is money going out to turn inventory into throughput. If you improve T and/or shrink I and OE, you're winning. All right, so just take a moment and estimate last week's numbers for TI and OE. It doesn't have to be exact, just a rough idea is fine. Now, which lever do you think offers the biggest quick win? You know, a chain is only as strong as its weakest link. The constraint is really the process or policy that puts a cap on your entire system's throughput. You can improve non-constraints all you want, but honestly, overall output just won't budge until you elevate the bottleneck. So ask yourself, where in our workflow does work pile up the fastest? That's most likely your constraint. First, identify the system's constraint. Then, exploit it. Get the most from the existing capacity by making sure there's no downtime and that priorities are clear. Next, subordinate everything else to the constraint, meaning you pace all non-constraints to feed it smoothly. After that, elevate the constraint. This might mean adding capacity, investing, or even redesigning parts of your process. And finally, repeat the process, because once you break a bottleneck, you'll usually find that another one will surface. Go ahead and apply step 2 today. Eliminate just one non-essential task that the bottleneck resource is doing. Running every machine at 100% utilization might sound smart, but it can actually flood the constraint with excess work in process, balloon your inventory, and even slow down deliveries. The goal really shows us why aiming for balanced flow is so much better than just balancing capacity. If you supervise multiple work centers, it's important to set work-in-progress limits before the constraint so you can prevent overproduction. Goldratt's scheduling method works like this. The drum is the constraint and it sets the beat for your whole system. The rope is a communication signal that releases material only to match the drum's pace. And the buffer, well, that's a small inventory placed before the constraint and at the customer ship point, just to absorb variability. Place a visual Kanban cue right before your bottleneck. No work should enter unless there's actually space available. Alex succeeds by engaging his team in experiments, asking why, taking walks on the plant floor, and, approaching problems with a student-like curiosity. TOC isn't a one-off fix. It's really an ongoing cycle, powered by people who think and keep learning. So here's a quick action for you. Schedule a 30-minute bottleneck brainstorm with your operators this week, and just collect one idea to either exploit or elevate the constraint. First, define the goal. Money now and in the future, or honestly, whatever your personal equivalent might be. Then map T, I, and OE, so you really know your 3 levers. Spot the constraint, which is just where work tends to queue up. Run the 5 steps: exploit, subordinate, elevate, and then, well, repeat. Sync with drum buffer rope. Let the constraint set the pace, protect it with buffers, and signal flow with ropes. If you follow this loop, you'll watch lead time shrink, on-time delivery soar, and profits grow. The goal teaches us that complexity really melts away when you focus on the single point that's limiting performance. Whether you run a factory, a software team, or even your own side hustle, find the bottleneck, exploit it, and subordinate everything else. Break that constraint and then repeat. If this summary helped, smash that like button, share your biggest takeaway in the comments, and subscribe for more book-to-action breakdowns. Thanks for watching. And remember, improving the constraint improves everything.